This is the motherfucking remix. Remix. A ninguna quiero tocar. Fueron meses buscándote, pero no te encontré ninguna. Me imagino bellaqueándote, pero no me quieres ni en pintura. Tú eres el manicomio y yo tu loco, dándote like en Instagram a veces toco. Ese pulito cuando vas con ese jean apretado, yo sé que te has enterado. This is a remix. Te pido porfa no te vayas, quédate conmigo. Perdí la cuenta de los días que no te he comido. Me tienes como un loco buscándote, no te consigo. A ninguna quiero tocar por estar contigo. Te pido porfa no te vayas, quédate conmigo. Perdí la cuenta de los días que no te he comido. Me tienes como un loco buscándote, no te consigo. A ninguna quiero tocar por estar contigo.
Hello everyone, good evening. Welcome back to another tournament stream. First one in a while, as I've not been streaming the last season. Finally back to it. Hi Jamaganda, hi Chips. Or Chip. There is already first question. Who am I streaming? Or who is playing? Well, that I cannot answer yet. I will have to check whether I do have anything. Wait, let me see. Let's go for the Google Sheet with the streams, and hopefully I can find a name there. I am streaming Group 1, and now I only have to find out what that means. Let's see. 1 second, please. I'll have to check on the website as well. By the way, let's quickly talk about the format of these streams. Wait. 2 months ago. I'm on the old tournament. I was thinking, why on earth are there results already? That doesn't make any sense. So the format of these streams, or these games here in this tournament, we do have 3 PYS tournaments, prove your skill tournaments, as on the other seasons as well. That means 3 qualifying tournaments, and those consist of 3 days each. On the last day of each PYS, there can be 2 teams winning that manage to get into the professionals tournament immediately. They get their ticket right away. And then there will be another 2 teams that get their entry into the top 8 based on the points or cups that they collected throughout the tournament or throughout the qualifying tournament. Like that, we will end up with 8 top teams in the professionals tournament, another 8 teams in the challengers tournament, and then another 8 teams below that as well. So 3 follow-up tournaments in total. I will quickly check the groups. Let me not get confused by this. So we have results in here as well. 3rd stage. What is this? Proving grounds, breakthrough. Is this today? Oh, I'm not sure. Also, as this is the first tournament I'm streaming this season, we will be confused by one or the other team's name, because teams are constantly switching clans and having new teams, new formations. Let's actually see over here. Group 1 is what I'm streaming. But there are 2 games. So there will be BPS versus Aqua, Liquid versus Love. I assume that I'm likely getting BPS versus Aqua, the top game of this group. BPS has also reformed their lineup, their team. They again have a very top-level team. Aqua, obviously, as well. They have won multiple seasons as well already. Not last one, though. Last one was a bit of a... Yeah, people were not really that focused on some teams because last season did not have any tournament rewards in terms of money. There was only gold to get, 100k in total. Not every top team is that much into it. Still, a lot of teams try-harded, but you could say that, yeah, there were not all teams as involved in training as hard for that one. But this season, we will have a monetary reward prize pool in the end again, which is 35,000, if I remember correctly. I might have to double check that. But for now, I have to quickly make sure I'm accepting the room invite. Okay, we're actually seeing a laugh on game number 1. I cannot show you that one just yet. Laugh versus Liquid. Liquid was also a pretty good team. I don't know their players just yet, and I hope I do recognize them. Okay, let me see. Description. No, I don't find. I do not find the prize pool here. No feed. That's interesting. So, prize pool. I don't find it right now. But something that's also pretty nice here. The new camouflage for the top 3 teams. And actually I should get it for the duration of the tournament as well on my account, just so I can show it. But I did not receive it yet. Professionals tournament doesn't mention the prize pool here. I don't know where it is. Maybe someone on the chat can help me out there. By the way, guys, as this is a tournament stream, we obviously do have a delay of 180 seconds, meaning 3 minutes of delay, so that no one can stream snipe or whatsoever. Oh, how did I enter the full screen again? Ah, there we go. Been a while since streaming a tournament. I was quite confused by one or the other thing again. Let's see if everything's still working as intended. Yes. Okay. So, we will have Liquid versus Love. And we do see a bunch of 116 F3s on the lineup of Love. A tank that I did not really expect to be that popular anymore after the Felicia has been released. But the Felicia isn't as popular in the tournament scene, actually, due to its lack of mobility and also DPM. I assume also the armor is not fully reliable. So teams opt for either 116 F3 or the Kranwagen, both being auto loaders or auto reloaders. The Kranwagen having some better DPM, but not having as much hull armor. That's where the 116 F3 is excelling, as it can be quite bouncy, it can be quite hard to penetrate, and it is quite fast even without a speed boost. So you don't have such a vulnerable tank due to only having one repair kit, and generally it's quite a strong tank. It is a bit slow for random games quite often. With the auto reloader gun, I do personally play it with the single shot gun of high alpha damage. I'm interested to see whether the top teams here do have that one on the field as well. But generally, this is a matter of auto reloaders. Also some light tanks, here being the T100 LT, not the RHM Rheinmetall light tank, the German light that has all the special consumables. I do expect that one on a couple of games, or many games as well. On the side of LAV, we do have a bunch of F3s, Kranwagen, T100 LT, and then on the other side we could also see some Felice, but only one of those. We can see a double Kran lineup, T100 LT, and a Hori as well. One tank destroyer. That one does have really nice penetration values. Oh, and I do just realize that we have the sound too high. Let's decrease that one. And we can go up and see the very first tournament stream of the season. Very first game now from above. The 200 LTs moving towards the middle, but Punat with his LT sneaking into the B cap very quickly at the start of the game is not being counted yet, but there comes Toby with a Kran, who might have shots but might also get punished for shooting the LT. He is dropping down immediately to counter the LT, and the LT is getting focus hard. Moody comes in, Toby comes in. Toby does not want to get shot into pieces, so he is staying safe and not dropping down onto the LT. Moody getting focus in the middle here. That's a big problem of being there. He can take out the T100 LT before going down himself, but it might still be a good trade because a light tank is very important to take out due to its mobility advantage that can be so strong in the later stage of the game. Both teams lost a significant amount of hit points, but LAV is doing better when it comes to the trades. Currently standoff here in the center with the auto reloaders facing each other. A bit of an advantage to LAV, it seems, in terms of hit points. Striker moving away from the fight, no one really intending to peek here. On the other side, we do have another 1v1 with the Hori against the 116, and Amuri takes out the 116, surviving on just 116 hit points, staying alive, keeping his gun in the fight. Might be able to peek around here and put out another good shot into the F3, and he does. Hit points still in favor of LAV, but not by a big margin. Gun advantage to LAV as well, to Liquid though, so things might change quite quickly. Singularity, Cosmic Singularity, being focused, getting taken out. Red Dissidents, also lone hit points, will be out on this shot as well. 3 versus 2. Liquid now having more hit points suddenly, having another tank more on the field. But LAV still has a light tank. But can that light even do anything? He cannot really bounce off any shells. But look at the Kran dying to fire, burning down there. So it is Gerald against 2 tanks. He does have the same amount of hit points, basically. He does have the mobility of a light, and a Felice is on the reserve shell, on a long reload. The cupola shot not connecting though. The light taking one, has to kill the Felice, to shoot him down to a one shot. Most definitely 2 hit points left. That was a nasty low roll. Oh, and there comes the Kran now, shooting the LT. And the LT has messed up here, I think. The LT should have run away. He cannot survive the clip of the Kran. Is now a one shot as well. The T100 is likely not being able to run here. can run at the moment still. Oh, can he shoot the Kran? No, he can't. Also worth mentioning that the cap points are on side of Liquid. The Felicia pre-aiming this spot. Gerald attempting to run into the gun of Larissa Dolina, but there was more of a desperate attempt to get this tank out. Unfortunate low roll of the T100 LT. If he did not roll for 298 and kept the Felicia alive on 2 hit points, maybe he had a better chance. Maybe he would have run away and been able to fight the Kranwagen at a distance, which he basically needed to do. Like that, he was very tempted to stay for a while and maybe get the Felicia out. But I think he messed up there a little bit. Just missed the opportunity to run, go for distance, and still drag this guy into the length. On the other hand, they would have also unlikely been much more successful. But good game by both of these teams. In the end, the early death of the T100 LT on side of Liquid was not ending up in them losing the game. So we have 1-0 now for Team Liquid. And obviously we are going to see the same map again for the second game. Rematch on Mayan Ruins. Liquid more or less sticking to the lineup, but not picking any tank destroyer anymore. The Hori got swapped out for a 116 F3 or Kranwagen. Also the T100 LT got swapped out for another heavy tank. Lav, on the other hand, also ditching their light tank. Now having a full heavy lineup. Also, they are running 2 Concept 1Bs, 2 autoloaders with very strong turrets, good gun depression. And in-game the scores are on the wrong side. Let's swap them. So, the Concept 1Bs having less hit points, less armor, but a strong turret, good gun depression, and pretty good DPM for an autoloader. Very nice gun as well. They will be better for passive fights when they are not having to push in. They are also more likely to go for the center of the map because they are quite useless on the heavy side over here. So it is a bit more predictable, this setup. Moody on the Concept going out for the medium side, together with Red Dissidents on the Kranwagen. Early shots being traded. Jerry in the middle with the Concept, losing hit points. And Bumba, he's in B. Will be cap lead to Liquid. Not yet, because C has been taking a bit sooner. But if B gets capped... Oh, Bumba getting decapped still. There is Cosmic Singularity in the Felicia, and also there's a Kranwagen who moved up. But B might be capable now, as there are 2 tanks on the sides pushing back the Krans. But Bumba again getting decapped by the Felicia. He has to move out of the B cap, lost a lot of hit points for that, is in a vulnerable position, and also did not take the cap. So A got capped later than C. Liquid at the cap disadvantage, now also on a hit point disadvantage. Amory now moving up to the side here to counter the Felicia. This might allow Pumba to finally cap base B. But Uniranyu and also Jera are still there. They are right next to the B cap, and they are still greedy for the D caps. not really getting punished that badly. So actually, good situation for Love. More hit points right now. Also, good map control overall. Although both teams definitely have some good map control, that has to be said. Liquid will have to do something. They can again try to cap base B, but their tank over there might get killed quite easily. Liquid trying to reinforce their tank in the middle. They are trying to push the enemy spawn a little bit, or at least pressuring it, but they cannot really go in there because those tanks here are hull down. Pay Me rotated over on his clan to support, and he finds some shots. 2 shots into Amori. He was tracked as well. Now the last one hitting the wall. The last one not connecting despite the vertical calibration. Pay Me probably not happy about this. Not being able to pick up the kill. B again getting kept at the same time. Pumba again trying to take that base, but again there is Jebel and Unil Tiranio decapping. Amori and Striker trying to support. Maybe it is possible this time. Pumba getting the cap. And Amori is dead. Cosmic Singularity coming in with a Felicia. Pay Me is there as well. Pyrnat here trapped in a pocket in between 2 tanks. Cannot hide there. Cannot escape. Pay Me takes him out. 2 guns out on side of Liquid. They managed to take base B finally. Got the double caps. But at the same time, they lost a lot of hit points. And Love is there. Having all tanks in the fight still. Until now. Losing the first one. But they have 3 kills already. They have good positions here with a bridge. Hull down tank on a bridge with good gun depression. The Concept 1B just in the right environment. And that leaves us with only 1 tank left. That is Mavic, who is also reloading at the moment. B just getting capped by Love still. Unil Tiranio is there. 1k points for Love. And also there is the kill of the last tank. Good job by Love. Going for a nice map control. Not playing for the caps here, but decapping very nicely. And not putting themselves at risk. So that means 1-1 on this game here. Pumba was not having a good time. Constantly trying his best to cap the base, but constantly being decapped. One to one. As we are switching maps to Alpenstadt. The lineups more or less staying the same. Love also playing a Felicia now. Both teams again pulling out the 200 LT. Also, I can see a bunch of people online here watching the stream. Welcome everyone. Nice to have you here. Good to see you. And I hope you enjoy the games. Most of you are on YouTube. I'm restreaming to Twitch and YouTube simultaneously, just so you know. But mostly I produce my content on YouTube. Streams are always on both platforms though. Also, hi, 34, Zombie, nice shot. Fusilier, good riddance, Cooper, Depeche Mode Anvil, Jumganda, IB Coin, Flip. Good evening, everyone. Next guy. By the way, this is best of 5, so 3 wins will be needed to decide this and get to the next round. Alpenstadt. Let's see what the light tanks will be doing early on. They might get some nice spots in with the refollow. Let's go for Pyrnat on the left side. No. Oh, I'm gonna switch over here. Both lights on the medium side. We're not in the bush. We're going to get some spot in there. Jared attempting a blind shot. Grants remaining unspotted. At the same time, there is some support for Punat as well. The Felicia also unspotted. Jared attempting to move out there again. Risky move in front of the LT in the bush. But look at Larissa Dolina taking the first hit. Not a huge amount of damage, but still. The light tank remaining safe. Toby took a shot as well, as he is gaining some map control. He will have some nice angle on Larissa. Toby, in a crucial situation, moving up to the side, will have some crossfire here. Larissa will be completely exposed. First shot in there. Toby shooting another one into the ground. Maybe trying to hit a light tank. I do not know. Larissa is in trouble. Will not be able to survive there, although currently there is some backup. But Toby has a good hold-down position. Also, base A is getting capped at the moment. And there is a move through the river. Moody and Red Dissidents sneaking up from the side. Going to find Amory, but not being pre-aimed. The F3 shooting Mavic into the back, though. Also another shot into Pumba. Good trades for Love. Only the light tank and Toby lost some hit points. But they just realized the Felicia has been left alone. They can get there. They can take out Larissa Dolina. Toby putting out a shot to the side. Still not connecting, it seems. But there goes the Felicia. Gun advantage to Love, but also Liquid is re-pushing on the other side. Liquid going full in on Cosmic Singularity, who is on the reserve shell right now, gets taken out. Cap lead to Liquid. Hit point lead to Love, but at the same time, Liquid has the caps and, yeah, not the kills. They have even amount of guns, but there is another kill to Liquid as they are steamrolling into the enemy spawn. Good push here. Let's see if they can recover some map control or if Love was able to take the map. Oh, Jerry also moving to the side. Might be able to tip his toes into the C-cap. But he has to have a nice situation for crossfiring in general. Yet there comes Punat as well. There comes the Grandwagen. Jerry might have overcommitted. Gets shot to pieces. Has to hide to survive. But there comes the light tank. Jerry is in trouble. Jerry can put out the last shot, but goes down there. 3 tanks down on Love side. 2 tanks down on... Also 3 tanks down on side of Liquid. Guns even again. And we have a very similar amount of hit points on either side. Red Dissidents is low and gets taken out from behind. Mavic sneaking up there. Now in the 1v1 against Toby. Let's see if Toby decides to go for it. Toby wants to get the light tank, I think. He is reloading his clip. Oh, shooting the ground. Shooting the ground. Trying to block the LT. Finding an HE into the back. There comes the other crown. Also missing a shot. Toby in trouble now. Is a one-shot. Tries to fall back. Unitiranio trying to shield, but it doesn't work out. Suddenly, Unitiranio is alone, as he is speed boosting the heck out of there. He does have better DPM than the 116 F3, but he has less armor on the hull. He will try to get the LT. Puts out 1. And the LT is on 588 hit points. Maybe with an HE that would be doable. Oh, not good that this shot did not connect either. LT is out of there. He can run away towards the A-cap, take the 30 base, and that will be the win for the team of Liquid, as Love is at a disadvantage. when it comes to the hit points, when it comes to the tanks, and the cap points as well. They will get the 1k points and also the last kill. Those misses on the 2100 LT were absolutely crucial. Maybe if those connected, I think probably, if these shots connected on the 2100 LT, he would have been out. There were 2 or 3 misses on him, and he would have been out of the fight. Good job by Luke, nonetheless. Good push, although I was mostly following the LAV team's perspective on this game. Liquid was doing a really good job with their push into the enemy spawn as well. Let's actually switch tanks very quick, because I should... how do I get back? There. Oh, it's so hidden now. I need to switch over to some tank destroyer in the best case. 2-1 for the team of Liquid. I mean, they only one win away from getting to the next stage, or next, yeah, basically next round. And also LAV will remain in the tournament. They will still get another chance because they are going to drop to the lower bracket if they lose the next one. Meaning they could still make it to the last game of the day. Won't be easy though, because there are some other top teams in this group still. Same map, different lineups. Oh, some M60s on side of Liquid. I like to see that, because I love that tank. And we don't see it all too often in tournaments. Lovely medium with good gun depression, great mobility, special speed boost as well. Good DPM, good accuracy. It's fun to play, definitely. LAV, on the other hand, playing a heavy more, so they will start with a hit point advantage and also an armor advantage. Liquid speed boosting towards the medium side. Amory misclicking, most likely, using the adrenaline like a rookie mistake, although we can be sure that he is no rookie to blitz. Mediums taking map control as they are moving over to the corner. But no one is there. They can find some spots of Moody and Singularity though. Base A is getting capped only now, so it will be a cap lead to the team of LAV, with Jero on the light tank having been there first. Liquid playing for map control, LAV playing for cap control this game. And as LAV was not having anyone on the A side, there was absolutely a safer strategy for LAV. No hit points have been lost anywhere yet. And as we do see the team of LAV, they are having one tank in this corner who is perfectly hull down, who can spot anyone approaching the C cap. But almost everyone else is in the rear, ready for a next move and ready for anyone dropping into base B. Because if you are thinking about it, Liquid is now forced to do something. Liquid has less caps and they will have to move in somewhere. So either they take base C, or they take base B, or they do both at the same time, which is quite often the case in those games. LAV, on the other hand, has the advantageous situation of only having to hold the positions. if they don't die, if they don't lose A or B or C, they already win. But this is a very thin advantage. So what often happens in this kind of situation is that the team with a cap lead still decides to go in and take the enemy cap, meaning they could do a move for base A as they are expecting the enemies to go for base C, potentially stop base C. But currently Lav isn't doing any of that. Also because on this map it is quite easy to spot the A area here. Amory is getting information on any kind of move. But still it's not impossible to do. Larissa Dolina being ready to move in on base B could decide to just hide here and try to take the base. But for that to happen, Liquid would also need to send some forces over to the enemy spawn to pressure red dissidents so that it was not possible for them to decap base B, at least not unharmed. Currently, not much is happening. Although we can see a bit of movement here. Liquid readying up for a C push with multiple tanks in the rear. At the same time, they keep the Kranwagen here, they keep Amory there, who is also approaching the enemy spawn a bit more. Remaining hidden though. 800 points. They are waiting for the right timing. Now Larissa is going into B. At the same time, there is a move for the C cap, it seems. Lav is there to defend. But can they decap base B? That's the big question. Ah, there is a decap. There is one decap. Jared comes over as well. Red Dissidents not getting pressured yet. Now comes the push into the enemy spawn. But it's not like there was any advantage to Liquid there. So it seems like Liquid has given up on the plan of capping base B and they are going in for the kills. They want Cosmic Singularity out of the fight. If they get him, they have the cap lead. Now they will also need to stop base C in the best case because they are going to lose Amory over there. The medium speed boosting away, trying to get away from the push. Lav has committed a lot of heavy tanks to their own spawn and Amory runs away, stays alive, cap win to Team Red. Liquid going for the next round now. All right, good job to Liquid. And I think Lav was just a bit slow here. Oh, I was asked whether I was running a background sound instead of background music instead of in-game sound. Did you hear the in-game sounds right now? Nope, you don't. Should be the case they are running. Let me check that. Well, I do hear the game sounds. Ah. Yes, something isn't quite working. What be sound? Ah, okay. Now you hear the sound. Okay, apologies for the lack of sound there. But I have to turn it down. I think that might still be too loud. Now I do barely hear it. No? That should be fine. Okay. Good. Game number 1 is over. But that doesn't mean that we're done with the stream yet, because there will be more games. After a bit of a break, then I will fill with some random games. Also, there will be some giveaway today. Let me see again. I don't want to mess up. We have 6 fan containers for each PYS and 2 battle passes for the higher stages then. So what I'm going to do is to create a giveaway now on the Discord server that all of you can enter quite easily then. Let's do so right now. Let's maybe do we do 6 winners of 1 fan container each? I think maybe it would be a better price to get multiple fan containers so you have a better chance of winning something. Let's go for 3 winners of 2 fan containers. And I will just go for 60 minutes. 3 winners, fan container. Okay, the way that we are going about this giveaway is that you enter the Discord server. You can find a link on the chat, obviously. And then you find a giveaway channel right on top. There you just press the reaction. And that will be it. That will be all you have to do. So I would actually like to see when the next games are starting now. I will quickly check this in-game. Also, it might be nice to see the other results. So BPS won against Aqua at the same time, 3-1. So on the next game, then it will be BPS versus Liquid. That will be in 20 minutes. Almost 20 minutes. So I can as well just close the game on PC, connect my tablet and play some. Also guys, I see so many people here, although some will probably drop out now on the break. But nice to have you all here. Welcome everyone to the channel. If you're not subscribed yet, consider subscribing. If you do enjoy this, maybe leave a like as well. That would be even more important than a subscription actually. And yeah, enjoy the rest of the stream. Maybe time for some quick snack break now. And you can still watch the rest. There's still music playing along with your comment. Yes, that is intentional. That is intentional. I did not mean to turn off the music. I just wanted to turn on the game sounds that we didn't have. Speaking about which, you might have seen on my last streams that the game sound was not working on the tablet. But I think I might have found a solution to that. Because there was something running, a game mode on the tablet. And I think the game mode was killing all background processes. So let's find out whether the game sound works now. If I can connect the tablet. No. 1 second. Cannot connect. Always lovely to have technical difficulties on stream. But now, there we go. Good. Yeah, no game sound. Great. I don't get this. Let's go for 140. This is so weird, honestly. That the game sound just often disappears. Sometimes I can restart the tablet and the game sound is back. At other times, that doesn't help either. Let's go. Can play about 2 or 3 games and then next one starting. Got a Sheridan and TVP against me. Not so sure how good of an idea it is to go for the corner. Ah! Did he just HE my cupola? Yes, he did. 792. Wow. Nice, Archie. Team? Please shoot Sheridan. But if he keeps HEing me, then he's just going to miss the next one, definitely. Nice. Finally. Nah, I'm not safe. I don't see the 183. Hey, Muffy. Nope. I'm quite worried about shooting. This 183 might remain unspotted. Okay. Okay, nice. 183 not looking at me, so I can farm beats at 75. I wish. Nice, you going for me? Nope. Oh, okay. Big one. Yeah, I won't have much damage. And he's dead. Probably the V4 as well before I get there. 183. Oh, come on. Maybe. Nice. Good. Happy with this. What do I use to connect my tablet to OBS? I'm having an app for that. So it's, it was AirPlay in the past. Now it's, what's the Android version called? I don't know. Something similar. So it's just connected via Wi-Fi. screen mirroring. In the past, I also had some cable connected to it, but that was super heavy and wouldn't allow me to play as well. Well, actually, I could still play, but it's annoying if you have an HDMI cable and a charging cable connected to your tablet, and it just pulls down your hands all the time. It gets to be quite exhausting. Needs track shot in the best case. Okay. Dude is having some ping issues. And I'm having some other issues as well. What? Oh, come on. Oh, dude just pushing me out. Wow. Yeah, enemies already are at a big disadvantage though, so we are likely winning the game. But that was annoying. We got base B, we got 3 yeah, we got 3 kills with the bad shit. If he gets killed. I assume so. Nice job by the F3. Pre-aiming works differently. Okay. Let's switch. Also, last game before the next tournament battle is coming. Three mediums on the enemy side. I'm not going to go up the hill. That would be too difficult or risky. Okay. In the best case, I would actually shoot the 907. Maybe track shot here? Nope. Looking good to us. T-57 will get killed soon. Ah. Nico just following. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Okay, shot. Kran's coming back. He's emptying his clip onto my teammate. Or maybe leaving some shots, but I don't care. No need to be afraid. And 50B is probably getting the M48 unless he can circle around some building. Nope. Oh, good. Marvel saying you don't have Elgato capture device. No, I had one in the past. Those tremendously expensive capture cards for like 120 euros or something I paid for that. But then I always needed the 2 cables. Wait, it was not only the capture card, it was the capture card and then the adapter as well, which is also quite expensive for what was for Apple tablets, 50 euros to have an HDMI adapter. And then I needed the HDMI cable and the charging cable, and yeah, it was heavy on the wrist. Also, then I switched iPads at some point and I didn't have the lightning connector anymore, so I needed a new adapter for another 50 euros just to have USB-C. And there I thought, you know what, let's try a different solution. And I was mostly quite happy with just using Wi-Fi to connect the tablet then. Okay, I'm not getting any room invite yet. Should we? Yeah, starting in 5 minutes. So I should have the room invite any second. And after I accepted the room invite, I will switch over to PC again. So we can have a good streaming experience when seeing stuff from above. So 116 just troll or just that bad? 116 definitely has some troll armor. The lower plate in front is quite strong, so you might end up with some bad RNG, especially if the tank is wriggling around. You will have some ricochets there. Good. In my opinion, would wheel vehicles ever have a place in the game? Considering light tanks already exist, could they bring anything new to the table? Maybe new mechanics like the gun on the attack? It's out of question that there can be new stuff. If it really makes sense, if it is balanced well, that's another subject. I cannot answer that. You know, new tanks, new mechanics, sometimes they are great, sometimes they just don't work out, cannot be balanced nicely. And if you are talking about a tank like the attack, I also have to say, I don't like it. It has this weird pew-pew gun. Wargaming did that quite often recently with the newer tanks. And it's just not good in my opinion. That's also why you don't see it in tournaments. Like the AC Atlas does have the autoloader with a small gun that has 3 shots in a row. Same as Annihilator also. And it's just unreliable. You don't get the benefit of the crew skill for the max roll either, because you constantly miss shots. And also it takes you a while to empty your clip, or just one shot, which is basically a clip. Meaning, when you are shooting, you have to drag your reticle over to keep the accuracy when the enemy is moving, which is quite likely. And therefore, you always increase the dispersion while shooting, and that's just not good. Not good for track shots, not good for reliably dealing damage. A single shot gun or it's just a standard autoloader, auto-reloader is generally better. But you were mostly talking about wheel vehicles. And then there is, that brings us to the question, is Blitz, or would Blitz do better? Would there be tanks fitting in that are even faster than the fastest existing light tanks that we have right now? I hardly think so. Occasionally there have been tanks that were even faster, but mostly their mobility got nerfed then because it didn't really fit into the game that well, because then suddenly no other tank could really keep up with them. The mobility led to those tanks being invincible when circling around others. So you would have to think of it that way. If the mobility is that great, even better than the absolute fastest tanks that we have right now. Think of the RU or something at tier 8. Or the Batshit at tier 10, or maybe the WZ Lite is faster, I think. If you improve that mobility even further, you would have to balance that out with some disadvantages when it comes to the gun. The armor cannot be even worse than it is on the WZ Lite or so, or the RU. They are already paper tanks. But if you have paper armor and mobility as good as that, then the gun would have to be worse. You would have to have a really bad accuracy and bad DPM. That would not be fun. If you had good DPM or good accuracy, or even one of those, the tank would likely be unbalanced in some way. It would be totally annoying. I don't know, it could be possible to balance that kind of tank. Maybe. But generally speaking, having slightly less mobility, but for that having an overall rounded tank with some good gun, with some good damage output, etc. That's generally the better choice. The light tanks already are quite limited in some ways due to the lack of armor. We will see. Maybe we get something like that. Also, our maps in Blitz are generally not as big as those in World of Tanks PC, so that's definitely a big difference that you have to account for. Blitz maps might be too small for wheeled vehicles, but it's not impossible. And Wargaming often, or of course, always tries to bring out something new. Okay, guys. Next one is starting now with Liquid versus BPS. Also, my former clan. I was a deputy at BPS once, in case you didn't know. Was playing together with Cora there as well, who is on the field over here. BPS playing Concept and Kranwagen for the B cap. Everyone else going over to C, but in a very passive way. Krans lining up their shots for some shootout of the mediums, and they get the STB Striker, losing so many hit points, down to a 2-shot potentially, depending on the rolls. But base C can be taken right now. And BPS has already gotten control of base B. He's now falling back into some holding positions here, while also trying to steal that A cap potentially. But they don't have to. They have the caps. They have the cap lead already. We can see Punet in the back, lining up shots to defend base A. And Ace can remain unspotted from the Kran and hides here to take base A. He is not being spotted by the light tank either. Does not shoot to not reset his camouflage. Ace doing a nice job of capping base A, and that's double cap advantage now to BPS. Also, Liquid lost a lot of hit points on multiple tanks already, as they are at a massive disadvantage. 3k hit points less, or even more than that, 3.7k hit points less, more than one tank. And they are in a situation where they have to push in, but Sneer losing a lot of hit points, overextending there, and Liquid comes in for countering. They are wanting to take base A back, they want to take out Sneer, but for now they focus on the caps to not be at too much of a disadvantage. BPS got pushed back quite far into the ditch. They are lacking good positions with their hull down tanks at the moment, but they are trying to come back for the STBs. Shuku and Amori getting focused. Also a nasty track shot into Amori as he was running away, but he is safe again. Double caps now suddenly for Liquid. Nice turnaround here. Kranwagens reloading their clips as BPS is pressuring. But BPS cannot just fully roll in there because they are afraid of running into the crossfire. Still, they have a lot of tanks available and they're going in. Larissa Jolina now getting focused, low on hit points, speed boosting back, being safe at the moment. But Cedric and Joku cannot escape this. STB is out of the fight, Cedric reloading, and base I is getting recapped. On the other side, Striker died as well to Ace. The LT now in the 1v1 against Punat. Kept hit point advantage to Punat with the LT against LT 1v1, but at the same time, we have to see the situation as a whole. And there is 3 tanks only remaining, against 6, and it is 1k points already to BPS, as BPS managed to get back base A and the kills needed to win this battle very safely. Good job there. 1-0 for the BPS team after this game already. Hi to Mender, hi to Darkman as well. Marvel also throwing in T49, fastest tank. I don't know what the fastest tank is. I'm thinking of the RU, but there are probably some faster tanks as well. No idea right now. Okay, let me adjust the score very quick. 1-0. Also, I'm Cookie saying, I would say that while extreme mobility can be a great strength in Blitz, there's absolutely no use case for it. Even the biggest maps are small. Going over 65 heavily reduces your capability to turn. Yeah, that of course is a way of balancing fast tanks, the ability to turn around. I don't know how that looks like in World of Tanks PC. I don't know how the real physics are like. I think actual tanks can turn around quicker on tracks than on reels. Because tank tracks can turn in place. But I don't know at high speeds how that would look like, how terrain resistance came in. And after all, it's a question of balancing then. Terrain resistance decides on whether the tank would just slide away on a high speed maneuver. Hellas. Rematch now. BPS with a similar lineup to last game, if not the same. Oh, in-game the scores are on different sides. I always have to check in-game because the team's position depends on which team I am spectating and if there are other spectators as well. Alright. Liquid also going for the B cap, just as BPS did last game. BPS having ace and an A cap, getting decapped immediately, 2 shots into him and he's running away. Wise choice by him. Lost some hit points, did not get the cap, but he's still in the game, that's important. Cap lead to Liquid. They got B, and potentially they are also able to take base A. Nope. Striker falling back. Kitsune holding out there, just waiting. Wanting to wait for the right opportunity for the enemy to move into base A here, so he could sneak out there and put out his clip. At the same time, Korra is pressuring the center. Base C has been kept by BPS as well. They got some good map control on this flank. Got some good hull down positions as well. But Liquid is capable of holding them up. Shots flying, but nothing really connecting as everyone is in good positions. Oh, Shoku got shot from the side. Sneaky shot by the LT or Ventium potentially. Oh, look at Cedric. Cedric suddenly lost all his hit points. Is a pushable opportunity. Dershing was moving up quite aggressively, building up some crossfire, and that's the first one out. Cedric is out of the fight. That is a gun advantage to BPS. Also, they are now having more cap points. But base A is getting pushed. Kitsune having 2 tanks against him. And if Kitsune is out, And then it might be possible for Liquid to also take base A, but BPS is pushing back here with everyone. Ace is coming to the flank. Larissa Dolina getting counted by Korra. But there comes Amory as well. Going in for Korra, taking him out as well. Gun advantage to BPS still. But Kitsune is not going to survive too much longer. Yet Striker is also not looking that healthy. Junat now running away, dodging 2 bullets. Getting shot on the 3rd one though. And another one connecting. The light tank getting focus hard. And Amory trying to focus out Ventium at the same time. Mavic also coming. On the other side, BPS successfully pushing the enemy spawn. BPS having 5 tanks alive still. 3 only on Liquid side. And they are having some very healthy tanks against them, with Nikki not going down anytime soon. Also being able to run away. Ace coming in to support again. Nice kill shot of Amory. 2 versus 5. Mavic speed boosting for Nikki. Still having some hit points. But 2.5k versus 4.5k hit points. The ulti now trying to get to the back of Nikki, but there is Ace. Happy to get the kill. Mavic also picking up a last kill just for the honor. Before he is getting farmed down by the LT, and likely Dershing is also coming in. And that's the 2nd win for BPS. Good job. STB was not the best choice. Was not so much about the tank, rather than the move that was done there, as that was quite a long path through open terrain that could get crossfired. It was a bit of a gamble with the STBs on last game, moving on to the C-cap. Reaching the C-cap definitely gained them an advantage, but at the same time was also not good to lose that many hit points. And BPS was lining up just for that situation. They were probably reading the lineup and thinking, okay, the STBs are going for the medium corner. Let's just put our guns there. Good. We are switching maps now. 2-0. Liquid struggling on these first 2 games. Hi Netforce. Hi Jessica. Yeah, this is EU. Although you will recognize one name if you are thinking about NA. That is Korra, who is also playing on the NA server. She is a team leader over there as well. Origin is the clan. Unless they swapped clans again. I don't know. Oh, 1 second. That song is a bit distracting in the background. Next map is Desert Sands, and this might be the deciding map, as BPS has 2 points already. Only one win needed. Concept 1Bs en masse. Also a surprising IS-4 on Liquid side and double crans. Then there is BPS with a ton of Kranwagens, 6 Kranwagens and 1 RHM light. Oh, I think this will be tricky for the concepts. Krans are super strong at the moment with their insane turret armor and the bigger clip compared to the concept. Ice! Oh my goodness! So 1.5k hit points lost on the first spot. That is less than ideal. That is not good. Ace really messing up there, as everyone was pre-aiming him. He's trying to escape. Maybe he can still get taken out. Oh, it's a low roll. 385. Reactive armor also being pulled off now. 2 hit points remaining on our friend in the light tank. Liquid with a strong start into this game. Almost taking out the light. Taking base A as well. Losing a few hit points as well though. As we can see, Cedric and Shuku being low. But they are moving up to the enemy spawn. Can they take out the Grants here? It is about Dershing for the first one, but Larissa Dolina also running into the crossfire. Will suffer for this move. Dershing is out. Larissa apparently can hide at the moment. The Ice 4 also going in there. What is the light tank doing? Ace is circling around the map, taking bases. Cannot really support right now, so there is basically a 2-tank advantage in the main fight. It is about taking out Ventium. Korra trying his best to shield, trying to save his teammate. But as it is an autoloader fight, everyone's currently reloading their shots. Korra picking up a kill there. Nicely done. Mavic also down to 1 shot. The IHM not useless after all, even with just 2 hit points. But 4 versus 5. 2 1-shots on the field, 1 on either side. 3 versus 4. The RHM still in the game. And we can see Cedric burning, but he can hide at the moment. Striker going in. Striker on the Kranwagen trying to get to the back of Kitsune. Might have overcommitted a little bit because there is the LT. Hello, the IHM having shots, keeping him spotted with the tracer shells as well. Striker will not win against Kitsune, who is now there to shoot into him. Striker getting killed. That was too much to handle. Oh, also Cedric. I think Liquid is just throwing away the game. That move of Striker was not successful at all. Over here, the hit points are just not there anymore. Hit points being almost even, but slight advantage to BPS. Cap point advantage to BPS. Hit points don't really matter at the moment. Sneer also has a better position. 8 is there to support. Cedric versus Kitsune. Can it be possible for Cedric to take out Kitsune with a cupola shot maybe? That would be something. But Ace is getting closer. Trying to help out his mate. Nope, he is going for the B-cap. Kitsune did manage to take out Sneer. 2 versus 2. Sneer over here got taken out. Oh, that was Cedric over there. 2 versus 2. All tanks on the field being 1-shots. But suddenly, BPS got the cap control. They got 2 caps to 1. Still, it is Liquid with a cap lead. But that will change quite soon. Shoku and Larissa moving in. It's not impossible for them to just move into base B and pre-aim both sides potentially. Preferably they would get the kills though. Oh, I don't like that one tank is moving in and the other is not there to support. He's coming! Just out of frame! Sorry guys for not seeing that. I thought he was not going to move in on his own. But also Shoku gets taken out. But now it is 2 caps to 1 for the team of Liquid. Both tanks being 1-shots. Ace has to stop base B again. No, it doesn't stop B. No. He has to go for kills. Ace tries to find Larissa Dolina. Has no clue where Larissa might be. So it is a win for Liquid in the end. Gosh, what a game. And the light tank doing a phenomenal job. Despite its 2 hit points only. He tried so hard to make up for the loss of hit points early on. Did so nicely at capping bases, moving around, and in the end, he almost clutched it. Bit of a problem here for Kitsune to move out. Kitsune moved into defense base B when the light tank was not there. If I am allowed to criticize, and then I think it would have been better if both tanks moved in simultaneously. Like the light tank and the heavy tank, if they were both trying to defend B just at the same time, then it might have been a bit easier. Well, or it might have been possible to keep one alive or both alive. I don't know. What's in the end, it was still possible for the light tank to pick up the kill on base B. So maybe that didn't really make a difference. IHM has also been quite far away from the B cap, so also we could say maybe it was not necessary for him to go all the way back to the spawn. Maybe it would have been better if both tanks were there to defend B. And maybe the IHM to spot a bit more. But it was super close in the end then. Good. 2-1 for BPS now. Desert Sands again. Still match point for BPS. They can win on the next game and make it to the finals for today. Would that also mean that they are already in the top 8? I'm not sure right now. Or is that... No, that's not done already yet. Huh. I will have to check that after this game. Okay, there's a Karo for BPS. Ace again on the light tank. Moving over to spot a bit. Finding some spots there. One shot connecting only though. Still, it's something. The team of Liquid rocking a lot of hull down mediums with double STBs. Or do I see triple STB here? And an M60. 2 M60s. Then 2 Kranwagens. Very light lineup. BPS at the same time playing a bit lighter as well. Playing Karo, T22, IHM and Krans on top. They are playing passive holding positions for now, but they are slowly moving up with the Krans, and Pumba might have overcommitted. Getting tracked there. Oh my gosh, Pumba. Pumba again tracked. Will maybe get killed. Nope, no one dare to kill him. But he is down to a one shot and can easily be taken out now. A big hit point lead for the team of Liquid. And Ace can just sit in the B cap, unspotted. Was using the bush there. Larissa Dolina moving in, but not really having anyone to focus. 2 tanks out on side of Liquid on their kind of desperate push as they are down on the caps. Liquid picking up a kill as well. They have more DPM though. Does this really matter here? There goes another STB and another one. 4 tanks out on Liquid's side. This push looks so desperate. They are really wanting the kills, but they are not really able to go for the kills of the Krans because they have so much armor, so many clipping potential clips there, and that leaves us with only Mavic left on the field. Mavic, 74 points out of the fight, very close, a very, very fast game, not close at all, 2 minutes and 15 seconds and the game is over. That push just... that push wasn't it. They were pushing with 7 tanks versus 5. but they had 2k hit points less from the start on. They had less armor from the start on. Their advantage was mobility, not the pushing potential. Their advantage was farming damage, but maybe they've seen something I didn't see, where they thought they had a nice opportunity. From above, it didn't look like it. Absolutely not the case. They were just running into the crans and getting farmed down. Also, especially as we have to keep in mind that Pumbaa lost almost all of his hit points at the start, so there was already 2k hit points less based on the setup, and then Pumbaa lost 2.5k hit points due to overextending. And then Liquid decided to push in with their disadvantage, as they felt like they were forced to, because B was kept by the light tank. That was, yeah, that was not working. Good job by BPS, winning this game. And by that, let's see, they are getting to the grand finals of the day. We don't know when that starts just yet. I think there will be a little bit of a break again. Let me just quickly reset the scores. And I think I will then get over to the tablet again and play some more games. We'll probably a 10 minutes, 15 minute break or so. Just a second. By the way, guys, there is still a giveaway running on the Discord server. It's still running for 16 minutes. There are some fan containers up for grabs, and there will be on every stream. Currently, we have 35 entries. So basically, 1 in 10 people who entered will get some fan containers. That's pretty good. Okay. Still no game sound. Can't do anything about it. Alright, CS, show me what you've got. I will just spot the center, try to have some crossfire, get some info potentially. BPS seemed a bit out of class for Liquid. They were having some very, very solid games. Quick relocations, very good form overall. Oh, Krilla going in. We've got to kill the medium side. I mean, we have no control over the heavy side. If you check the... If you check the map right now... Yeah, okay, let me not get dragged in between them. Very nice. No tank destroyers here. 268 is on the other side, so there's only tier 9 Foch. Okay, I'm not repairing just yet because I wanted to make sure I was not losing any crucial module or commander or so on. I can remember. Didn't need the accuracy of the gun. Now, where do I want to go? Maybe back to spawn so I can shoot the back of the mouse. Seems like a good idea to get some cross-firing shots in. Nice. Although that hurt a bit too much. Can I maybe take out the mouse? Nice. And I think I would like to get in some distance because the enemies might be very greedy for me. I was the first one in line and also an important target. And an easy target. Team. Nice. Nah. Okay. Good. I think that's 268 on the B cap. While there is the KPZ potentially coming over here. Good. No. No. Ah, damn it. Okay, now I can kill him. Oh, sure. But I think he's reloading anyways, so that will be fine. Kriller is also not a one-shot yet. Okay. I was just thinking, you know, if the T-57 uses his clip well, he could kill me and Dio. Luckily not the case. Wait! The game just started immediately? Wow. That's annoying. Apologies. I did not realize it was going to happen. So basically the other games just ended and this battle started immediately. I thought there was going to be a little bit of a break at least. Nope. So seems like we are missing the first one, unfortunately. Okay, let me just get the PC ready for streaming again. Clips asking whether there are rewards for watching on the working website. Nope. There's only giveaway for fan containers. Will be the case for all the streams of the qualifying tournament and also of the pro tournament. The rewards for watching are usually only on the finals, then on the grand finals of the entire season, or the last 2 games. Talitontu having sound issues. I don't know. I think it should be fine. I don't hear any problems with the sound on my end, at least. Maybe an idea would be to restart YouTube or to just refresh the page. Okay, as just pointed out, we missed the first game, and that was a win to Aqua on Rockfield. We will see the rematch though. Again, best of 5. And it is a lineup of a lot of crans. For Liquid, 4 crans, IHM, Felicia. And then there is a 116 F3 as well. On side of Aqua, we have 6 Kranwagens and 1 T100 LT. For specific purposes, the LT seems to be the more popular choice still than the IHM. And I think the main reason there is the LT has a very small profile, low silhouette. It can easily hide behind cover like the bunker on the A cap, allowing a team to get base A unharmed. An IHM would likely be too large for that. There might be a few other situations where the LT is suited better. Let's go up and see what Liquid is going to do. Yeah, we've just seen Liquid versus Aqua on last game, but they are getting a rematch here on the grand finals now. Punat with a very aggressive move into base B, and no one seems to be there to defend. Oh, Wildburger. Wildburger trading with Punat. But Wildburger might also get pushed by the Krans now. I think Wildburger might have overcommitted, although the Krans will lose hit points as well on this move. But it will be worth it if they can take out the LT. And the LT is out, but Amory is also down to 1 shot. B could not be taken. What about the light tank on side of Liquid? He managed to move out there very healthily. That is great for Liquid. Trading 1 heavy for a light, but also they lost quite a few hit points. Punat moving in, maybe tad too aggressively. There, he was just so healthy still. He was doing so well. But suddenly he is going in and losing his hit points. Larissa Dolina moving in, but he's alone. Alone against 3. How's that going to work out? Where is the coordination of the Liquid team? They just lost a tank for free. Now Mavic is going in trying to get Flexotis. But he can just run away and Mavic is going to die for that as well. So they just committed 2 tanks for killing 1. Mavic is getting chased by Pyrotic now. At the same time, Liquid is counter pushing the other side as well, where they are also not having any advantage. Striker, Pumba, both being low on hit points. The Hills and Flat White almost full on hit points. Just farming down the pushing tanks without any problem whatsoever. Punat still in a nice position to farm from a distance. That's good. Mavic surprisingly still alive. But Pyrotic is now having a full clip loaded. Tracking Mavic. And there comes Aqua Void. No, it was Pyrotic in the end, taking him out. Pew not being left alone against the 3 healthy heavy tanks. Trying to do something. Not that it would really matter. And Pew not could get taken out by now already. The Hills just playing with him for a second. Okay. Okay. Liquid push. The start was good. Start was great, actually, taking out the enemy light tank. But then they were trapped in the middle. Having some tanks to their side and some tanks to the front. And they just didn't really come up with a good plan immediately. They were not that coordinated. They could have either pushed forwards or pushed to the other side. But they somehow split forces. Some tanks pushed down. One tank only pushing forwards on his own. That was really quite problematic. That means 2-0 for Aqua. They are now also applying an RHM light on Aqua side here. They are picking a mouse as well. Double Felicia Kranwagen lineup. Liquid on the other side. Picking something that's a bit more like what Aqua played on previous games. Meaning 5 Kranwagens, 1 Felicia, 1 IS-4. The IS-4 is often used to go into the B cap immediately, still has a speed boost. Very durable tank as well. And not really as dangerous in terms of damage output though. And Wurst just saying, congrats to the winners. Seems like the giveaway is over on Discord. If the winners are watching right now, please just send me your in-game name and the ID. Just by tapping your name on the profile in-game. Or you can also find both on Blitzstars. Middelburg now. Ah yeah, that's where the mouse comes into play. I was just thinking we were still going to get another game on Rockfield. But of course, nope. As we missed the first game, or I did, and we all had to, you all had to miss it because of that mistake as well. Yeah, we're only getting one Rockfield game now on the next map already. And it might be the last one, if Liquid isn't winning this one. So the IS-4... carefully approaching, but peeking out quite far. Now going in, getting tracked. Putting out a nice shot into third. And Liquid is pushing. Liquid wants to push the A-cap. They want to kill the Felicia and the mouse. So far they are doing quite well. Old school going down already. And the mouse can also not fall back that easily because there is Striker coming from behind. Lisa Dolina putting out his last shot. The Hills getting taken out. Gun advantage to Liquid. Nicely done with this push. 2 guns more on the face or the field already. As they are still strong and going. Aqua Void now in focus. Having 4 tanks against him. But on the other side, there is Flat White picking up caps. And the hit point difference isn't that big. The Krans also still have some strong positions, but they are very low on the DPM. And they are facing some more tanks. 2 tanks have also been taken out. 3 tanks have been taken out on the side of Liquid. But Aqua only has 3 left. Gun disadvantage to Aqua. The question now is whether the light tank can run away and win on points. Because as we are standing, it is 3 caps to none. Flax Assist will go down. Peanuts getting the kill. A getting recapped. Flat right running away. Wildburger running away. As he's still having shots onto Larissa. Ooh. It's not impossible to win for Aqua. Despite their 2 versus 4 situations, they are approaching 800 points against 500. And if they manage to get some kill especially, it's going to look good for them. But Wildburger will get pushed onto by 3 tanks. The question is, can he kill anyone? He's going to go hull down here. Amori coming from behind. First shot. Peanut being on 500 hit points. Oh, 513. Max roll, but not enough to kill Peanut. So 1 versus 4. The RHM in the 1v1 against the IS-4. But he's not going to... Oh! Track shot without damage. But failed HE by Mavic, it seems. Flat white, struggling to penetrate. Oh, flat white can really not circle around there anymore. Still putting out a shot. But the IS-4 is too fast. The IS-4 is too fast. The RHM not managing to get around him anymore. So Liquid wins the game. Liquid back in the game now with 1 point for them. So 2-1. Still match point to Aqua. But it is not impossible to win 2 battles in a row for Liquid either. Aggressive gameplay by Liquid, just throwing all tanks onto the A-cap. Was the best that they could do in this case. And that is their first win. Actually, I just noticed. Music stopped. Okay. In next battle starting in about a minute will be Middleburg again. Look at Liquid's lineup. 7 Kranwagens. Why not? Why not? Let's take some auto reloaders. Somebody said Kran matter, so Liquid was listening. Just choosing another few on top. They would play 10 Kranwagens now if they could. Aqua also being loyal to their Krans, but not as loyal as on the previous games, because they have switched to a triple mouse lineup. Double Hori as well. So they are having some more hit points, which is not too easy to fight for a Kranwagen, because the Krans have low DPM. And they will struggle to take out the mouses all too easily, especially if they use heat. And the Krans, yeah, also are very vulnerable to the Hori that can easily penetrate the entire front, including the turret. I would expect a strategy. Well, what is Aqua going to do with their mouses? Probably pushing the city, supported by the Horis. They may keep someone on top. No, they don't have anyone who spawned on top. They might still send some Kran over to the hill to hold there. Blind shots. But that's not what they are doing. Horis to the side. Being played quite aggressively. They want to go in with the mouses and the Horis. It's actually the Hori going in first right now. But they want to cover. If anyone's trying to defend the A-cap, they want to have shots. And they know the Horis, they have great penetration. They can penetrate the Kran's hull down over there. Amory, first one to lose some hit points. Wildburger and Obsert in the A cap. But it might not be all too healthy here. Oh, look at that. Amory taking some shots. Bobzert feels safe in the A cap, but Wildburger wants to reverse, losing a lot of hit points. Wildburger down to half the hit points already. Bobzert now getting pushed on too by Punat, Shoku and Cedric. The triple crans coming out around the corner. Wildburger has been taken out. Oh, look at that. Look at that. The two mouses are out of the fight already. Liquid with a great push in there. That was coordination how it's supposed to be. The crans have to reload for a moment. But they are already moving forwards. They will want to focus the Horis. Flat White not connecting his shots though. Shoku on the reload. And Flat White putting out another big roll. 650 damage. Hori is out. 7 versus 4. Next Hori getting focus. Using the reactive armor though, so the focus switches over to the Kranwagen. Pyrotic can still shoot for another one. Shoku first one down on side of Liquid. The Krans on the low DPM have to take a max roll to the back. But that will be the last shot of the Hori, and the health is also going down over there. Which leaves us with only Aqua Void. Last remaining tank. Aqua Void also not having any clip available anymore. And that is Aqua losing the second game on Middleburg. So we are getting the tiebreaker on the last one. Oh man, this looked so good for Aqua on all the previous games. They looked like an unbeatable team to Liquid. And suddenly Liquid is getting to the tiebreaker. Meaning that if Liquid wins only one more battle, that means if they win one more battle, Liquid would make it to the top 8 and Aqua wouldn't. Just about one game. But of course, also Aqua would not be out of chances. They could still make it, for sure. Yet it would be, of course, in their interest to still get there today already. Wildburger, 407 damage only. Observed, 499. Facing the two crans, hull down. Yeah, almost pretty chanceless to penetrate that for them. But that was not the intention of the mouses. They were trying to get the cap. And that did work out. But the cost was too big. 2-2. Let's update the score. Am I looking forward for teams from different servers being able to compete in the future, or do you prefer them separated? There is a misconception that you're having there, because the server merge will not mean that everyone will play together. Yes, it will be one login to one global server, but there will still be different clusters, because the internet connection from here to Asia is limited by the speed of the electrons or the fiber. The internet is it's like physically limited. Even in glass fiber, it's the speed of light, so that around the globe doesn't really work without ping. That means we still won't have global competitions because it wouldn't make sense. People would still have ping issues. Yes, you can technically log into a different server then, or different cluster, different connection point, however you want to call it. but you will not have tournaments that are completely global. They will still be regional. Otherwise, they would have to be offline. Now for the last game on Yukon. Very similar strategies. A bunch of 116 F3s being thrown against a bunch of Kranwagens here. The IHM already in a strong position in the corner. And Liquid is losing hit points as they are trying to approach the corner. They are not able to get up to the corner, which would have been so crucial. Aqua with a very aggressive move to the middle. The hills also reaching the back already. Just look at this. Base B has been taken. The hills in the back of the entire team. And is not at risk at all. He can just farm now. He can put out his clip into the back. But the first one's out on Aqua's side. Liquid pushing away from the tank in the rear. But is it even worth it? They are pushing into the middle of everyone. Is that not too dangerous? Wildburger getting focused. The RHM and Kranwagen managed to reach the corner. Are trying to farm the light tank. Punat will get the kill shot. And guns in favor of Liquid right now. 3 tanks down one side. But also there are lots of one-shots. Now suddenly the guns are even. Gun advantage to Aqua. Hit point leads to Aqua by a big margin. Much better start to Aqua. And there they get another kill, leaving them in a 5-2 situation. Bobzert is a one-shot. Gets taken out still. Punat on the run. But 3 versus 2. And 5.7k hit points against nearly 1.7k. Punat trying to go in, trying to farm Flexorcist, but Flexorcist does not get distracted, kills Shoku, and this leaves us with 3 versus 1. Punat, one shot going down, and that is Aqua making it into the top 8. One of those games where the experience was really showing, where Aqua was playing safely and yet very aggressively, not only for the map control or just, generally for the map control, while also still holding the C area. And the team of Liquid absolutely played into their cards with their attempted push for the medium side, with Aqua just being faster to get there and having everyone ready to crossfire from better angles, having the hills just moving around them, having one tank disadvantage on the medium side at the start was no problem whatsoever. The hills took a base and circled around, got into their back, put out 2.7k damage without anyone focusing him. Great job by Aqua, but also Liquid had a strong fight, and let's remember that Liquid is not out yet. There are still 2 more qualifying tournaments called Prove Your Skill tournaments that will happen within the next 2 weeks. Actually about just 1 week, 1.5. After the 3 qualifying tournaments, we will have 6 teams qualified immediately just by winning. And then there are 2 more teams that qualify by the points that they gained throughout the games here. Let's also check the website for the other results. Maybe the other games are over as well and we can already find out who else made it to the top 8. Let's check. I will have to go for tournaments. Current Prove Your Skill number 1. Matches. Oh, let's go for brackets. Although that was a very confusing overview that I did not understand earlier. Let's see. No, show all groups. That's an earlier stage. Do I have to go for first stage, I guess? Is that the other way around? Like, aren't we on third day? So it should be the third stage. Loading. Hi, Jean. Can we get some results here? Jason saying they said it in one of their streams, not near futures, but future must have misunderstood. Wait, there's another round? No way. That was the grand finals. There can't be another round. But I will see if the game opens. Excuse me. Ah, there it is. Oh! Huh? Guys, I did a mistake. Apologies. Aqua is not in the top 8 yet. We were in the lower brackets. Yeah. Okay. It's been half a year since streaming the last tournament. Apologies for that. Because usually the way it goes is that we see the upper bracket, then we see the lower bracket right after, and the winner of the lower bracket gets into the grand finals. It already said grand finals on the description, but it was grand finals lower bracket, and I did not pay attention to that. So actually, now we get grand finals upper bracket, and that's what matters. Now it will be BPS versus Aqua. Okay. A bit out of the loop. So currently we have BPS versus Aqua that we are seeing, and on the other group there is BLAF versus Excellence. Excellence won the last season from what I remember. Also, I need to make sure you do see the screen again. Yeah, the scores are not correct. I will adjust them later on. 0-0 BPS versus Aqua. Ice spotting center. Wildburger getting tagged nastily, but also Ace losing hit points. Has to be careful. Flat white getting shot as well. Couple of trades here. Oh, Ace isn't doing all too well. That first spot can get countered in a pretty bad way. I've made experiences with that because I love that first spot. I go there all the time with a medium or light tank. But if the enemies are all playing the center, this can be pretty bad for you. So base A has been taken by Aqua. They have the cap lead. Line shots flying over. Base C has been taken by BPS. And it is a slight hit point advantage to Aqua, but that doesn't really matter. It's just 200 points now. That is gone already. Ace with a fancy climb. But that was not possible in the past. I think, at least. I haven't seen that one yet. Keep in mind that the map recently changed a bit. Oh, look at those shots here. He can shoot the mouse without getting spotted. That is sneaky as hell. If you're a light tank player on a top team, you need to know those climbs. Fancy stuff. DPS having some good map control, but they are not having caps yet. And they will not only have to trade well, which currently they are not, they are trading, they are dealing damage but also losing some. But it will be about BPS getting either base B or base A or both, or getting some kills. Currently they are not well set up for that. Ice moving away as he was feeling like it was a bit risky for his taste. Bobzert falling back as well. There's some slight relocation. Chaotic got shot without being spotted. Probably was spotted right before. Cobra also getting shot there. The game is pretty slow at the moment. Has been for the whole game actually, apart from the start. No team really wants to make a play just yet. They have some good positions for spots. Oh, look at the Wild Warrior. That's sneaky. He knocked over some tree, so he remains unspotted. He doesn't shoot, because he wants to spot Korra. That's his teammates shoot. I think he might have also just shot to keep Korra spotted with the tracer shells. If BPS was to push for base A, then Wildburger would be there spotting up the whole flank quite early, allowing Aqua to repush the other side. But there needs to come something. We can see Nikki making a move for the B cap. The Hills will try to defend, but it is a mouse against a Felicia. And also there's a Kranwagen. So, oh, the mouse also missing the shot. It's going to hurt. Also, BPS is pushing the enemy spawn. Having crossfire onto Flaxorcist, taking out the Concept 1B. Gun advantage to the BPS guys. Also, they are taking base B still. So it is a cap lead to BPS. Hit point lead to BPS. Gun lead to BPS. Aqua under pressure. They have to come back suddenly. And they are at a disadvantage over here. Not really having the best focus fire. Struggling to take out anyone. Kitsune can just cross to their rear. And Flat White gets taken out. 3 guns out on Aqua side. BPS on a roll, and it is 1k points for BPS. Suddenly the game turned around. BPS was faced with a problem, and they found a solution, and they executed it so nicely. Instead of repushing base A, which was the obvious thing to do to get the cap lead, or to get the caps back, they just pushed forwards into the enemy spawn and took base B at the same time, so they stopped enemies from decapping base B and got some kills in. 2 plans executed at once. Really well done, and Aqua was just not ready for that. Let me change the spawn, not the spawn, the score that is currently not correct. So now it is actually a 1-0 for BPS. And we're going to see a rematch on Winter Malinovka again. Lots of Kranwagens again for BPS. Also RHM and 116 F3. Then there's Aqua again playing a mouse. The only team that I've seen play a mouse so far, they did not always convince with that, to be honest. They were struggling to keep their mouses alive. They were struggling to have them put out any damage, although that's definitely not the purpose of a mouse. The mouse's purpose is to secure map control, hold up enemies. maybe get some caps. But often that came at a big cost. They did just not really manage to keep them on the field for long enough to make a difference. Also, if we think about the last game, the mouse was decapping base B, failing one shot, and being useless then. If it was maybe an auto-reloader like 116 F3, Felice or so, maybe that would have done better. But guys, take everything that I'm saying with a grain of salt, because those teams will have experimented. They will have reasons for playing their tanks. And it might not be obvious from above, and maybe they think that the mouse is more versatile for what they are generally having in mind. By no means I claim to be a better player than them. Especially those on the field here in BPS and Aqua, as both of those are some very top teams. There is no cap of base C. Ace decides to not run away immediately. Getting punished. Oh, this is not good for BPS. The light tank in trouble. Sneer running away. Ace using reactive armor to run. Not getting shot again. That's good. Takes one more. Ace in safety for the moment, while Aqua is taking base C. Good move by Aqua. They secured the C cap. They did get quite a good hit point lead by shooting down the light tank and 116 F3. They lost some hit points. But if we look at the spread of hit points, there's also a difference. And it is that Aqua managed to shoot down just 2 tanks while losing hit points on 3. Meaning that it will be much easier to take out the 116 F3, for example, or the light tank in the end. Sneer also seems to be trapped, cannot really move away, but he does have some backup by the Krans. Yet, it might be an option for Aqua at some point to just move in here and kill Sneer. Wildburger trying to spot a little bit, might collect some information. No, the Krans are hiding. Wildburger failing to collect any information. Proxy spotting Sneer though, due to the 50-meter distance. And Wildburger is trapped there. Wildburger got a bit too aggressive. Getting crossfired. Losing half his hit points already. Now comes Sneer, failing his shot. Wildburger cannot really escape. Look at the push coming in by BPS. All of them guys are rolling in. Wildburger is out of the fight. BPS preparing quite nicely for this move. And they will also be able to take out Zerg. They will be able to take back base C. But at the same time, they are losing base B. And there is a push into the spawn of BPS. So 2 tanks out on side of Aqua, but Aqua also having the opportunity to push forwards here. They have cleared 1 Kran already, and there goes the 2nd Kran. So guns even. Caps in favor of Aqua at the moment. Hit points are as well. BPS now stopping by C. And the game is a bit chaotic right now. Aqua Void chasing the light tank. Korra coming in to support though. And he's having crossfire. doesn't want to miss out on this opportunity. Oh, Ice down to one shot. But Korra comes in to kill Aqua Void. Korra having the full clip loaded. Cap points are looking good for Aqua, but now they are having 2 caps against them. They have more hit points. They have twice the amount of hit points, but they still have to secure some kills and caps. Nikki is going to go down without one more shot. Okay. Oh, that miss of Flex Assist. Still, Nikki on the reload. 950 points now for Aqua as they regained base C. Is it possible to get another kill for BPS? It doesn't look like it. There goes the light tank. And by that, it is a win for Aqua on this game. There was a lot of back and forth for these teams. Loved watching that. Great one. The light tanks were not having a good time. Both of them. Wildburger, especially Wildburger, got punished so badly there. There was arguably a mistake by him to move up even more aggressively and get spotted there where he could not escape safely. Of course, he didn't know that there was an enemy heavy tank right in front of him. But in a tournament situation, just as well as in random battles, generally speaking, you have to assume the worst. You have to assume that everywhere where you don't see anyone, there might be someone. Unless you know better, there is a risk that is to be considered. And the light tank moved in without information and moved into a spot that could get pre-aimed from lots of different angles. So that was a pretty easy kill for BPS on this guy. Oh my gosh, okay. And obviously that was also just the only mistake that I've seen, so in the end it might not have been all about that one. You know how it is when you are dead in game and you're watching your teammates and then you see one guy doing a mistake and you think that you lose the game because of that. Maybe it is true, you could lose the game because of that, but there are a ton of different mistakes that happened before that might have also cost you the game already, or might have turned around the game in your favor. Often the dead ones are the ones who are the most annoyed by their teammates. Well, maybe it could have been the dead ones trying to survive longer, or just surviving longer, or any other one missing a crucial shot. Now, on our newest map, I think, Lagoon. Some more Felices for BPS. Some more Concept 1Bs for Aqua. And as usual, a lot of tanks in the middle of the map here. HE exchange for 200 damage each. Pretty good HE damage actually for Kranwagen turret. Ice and Flex Assist in mirrored positions. Aqua took control of the elevated area here with the concepts. And they got control of base C already. Cap leads to Aqua. Also, just look at the hit point difference, by the way. 1k hit points more for BPS. Just based on the lineup. Felice hiding. Waiting for the right opportunity. As there was one shot already into Wildburger. BPS on a back foot when it comes to caps. But the early cap advantage rarely matters. It's more about the relocations afterwards. and the damage being dealt. And that looks good for BPS so far. They are playing a safe game here. They are having good map control. They are having healthy tanks. And they might do any move that they wish to do. They have all opportunities available. But so does Aqua. Yet they might be a little bit limited when it comes to pushing due to the setup of Concept 1Bs. Those tanks don't have much hull armor. Okay, the Krans don't have hull armor either, but the Concepts don't have a clip that is as large as that of the Kran. And they don't have the hit points of a Kranwagen. Or am I talking BS? No, just 200 hit point difference. But that sums up. That adds up. Dershing was spotting. And he's escaping as he deems it to be a bit of a risk too large for him to take. Both teams playing safely at the moment. Kitsune. Remember, Kitsune has been around there at the start. He circled all the way around with his Felice of 2.7k hit points. And he is approaching the enemy spawn. Aqua Void having shots. I think there will be a distraction. Kitsune will pressure over here while there will be a move into base B. Nikki going in on B. Using his Felice, covered by double Kran. Oh, taking first hit though. Nikki moving up the hill a little bit too far, so that was an easy shot into his roof. And the Krans are also getting pressured from the side here. It doesn't look like Nikki was safe. He is getting farmed by the Krans. Bora is there to pre-aim, puts out a shot into flat white. B can potentially be taken, but the Krans have to run away. Ace got focus hard. Yep, B is in control of BPS. And there is Kitsune moving into two enemies. Over committing, getting shot down, gets killed. Crucial kill for Aqua. Aqua now with one more tank on the fight does have a cap advantage or hit point advantage as well, and they will be able to take out Nikki, who is currently quite exposed. But they are not really going in there just yet. Over there we got a 1v1. Pyrotic being taken out by Ventium. Gun advantage to BPS right now. Dashing still covering Nikki nicely. Also, Korra has moved up quite far, going to take out Zerge. Aqua Void to the side, taking out Ace. Korra, can he have the shot? Can he have the kill shot? Yes, he does get him still. But has to be careful now. Has to fall back and try to help out his teammates. So Korra is going back, avoiding Void. Going for Flex Assist. Nice move. Just perfectly executed. And Nikki is still alive there. Aqua not able to take him out until now. 4 versus 3. Aqua having less tanks available. The hit point difference isn't that much. But Korra doing a great job of sneaking around, picking up kills. Without getting pushed onto by a Void just yet. 4 versus 2. Sneer is a one-shot, Dershing low, Korra rather low, Ventium also low. And look at the cap points also. BPS having 4 tanks available, and they have the caps, and they have the hit points, and now there's a 1k points. Aqua losing this. Good job. That was nicely done here, especially by Korra, who we spectated a lot on this game. By the way, in case you didn't know, Korra is also streaming. I don't know if he's streaming right now, but generally he does stream his random games as well. Over here. NA player usually. Good. Good job by BPS. And I think the concepts, they struggled in this scenario. Although the Felici over here, Nikki also didn't do much. But he was in a good spot, was a good bait. Attracting the enemy's attention, making them have to move. 2-1 now for BPS. By the way, this is a best of 7, unlike the previous games that have been best of 5. This means 4 wins are needed to win and get into the top 8. But this time for real. This time it will be about the Professions tournament. Unlike the first time that I announced the winner already. Good. We do have a Lagoon again. And we do see a lot of Kranwagens again, of course. Aqua also picking a mouse again. And BPS opting for a Concept 1B this time. One light on either side as well. Also, same choice. RHM. Okay, let's go up and see. Most likely both teams are having some tanks in the middle of the map again. Probably some Krans there. And BPS is sending over some tanks to C. Aqua is rather focused on some passive gameplay. They have the hills on the mouse, climbing the hill just to carefully overlook base A, hold that area. Got shot once already. And Ace is free to get into base A. Cap leads to BPS, therefore. But there come the Kranwagens. The Krans having some shots onto the light tank, stopping him from taking base A. At the same time though, base C is also being capped by BPS as well. Team Red trying to take 2 caps at once. Ace managing to get out of there alive and still healthy enough, I would say. The hill's now moving forwards. Pressuring with his mouse. Blowing through the fields. And there is no cap being taken for Aqua. They want to get some kills. But the mouse is suffering. The mouse losing a lot of hit points. Now the others come in. They have 2 Krans in front. Covered by some more tanks coming from the side. Nikki and Kitsune holding on for the moment. Observed also coming, but Nikki is shielding nicely. Kitsune cannot be taken out right now. Aqua is reloading again as Korra is there. Ventium is there. Dershing is there. Suddenly, Aqua is at a disadvantage. They managed to get some nice trades in early on, but they still don't have any hit point lead and they didn't get any kills. Suddenly they have 2 Kranwagens absolutely trapped without much cover. There comes Ace back into the fight, trying to focus flat right together with Sneer. Oh, Ace falling back into cover. Do we see a move over here? Yes, we do see the Krans moving in, but they are getting punished as well. Ventium especially. It's not really looking that great here for BPS. Look at that. They just had the same amount of hit points on the field, and suddenly they have 3k less. Dershing, Ventium struggling to get any kills here. Dershing trying again, getting Aqua Void out, but getting shot again. Flex Assist also one shot now. there goes another one as well. There was Nikki, I think. Gun advantage to Aqua. Oh, and flat white. Flat white and Pyrotic coming into the back. The Crans, alone hit points, cannot hide, don't have any armor in the open. And there goes one. Ventium will also not stand for much longer, as he is now getting pressure from all different kinds of angles. And that leaves us with only 2 tanks on the field, and that is for one the RHM and then also Sneer, who is still in the 1v1 against Weinberger, who will be able to take out Sneer on the very next shot. Using a draw. Sneer actually getting a kill shot still, but he's left alive on 67 hit points and therefore won't have any chance against all these 5 remaining opponents that are still trying to get him. Getting spotted. Flexos is also being one-shot though. Oh! There was the mouse from over there, the hills, taking him out. So that means we just won. I forgot. I forgot we just won the game. That means we have another win for Aqua. It looked like BPS was actually coming back here. Looked like Aqua was overcommitted on their push, and BPS was just able to fall back and push out the Crans in the front. But Aqua was also not sleeping. They pulled over all their tanks and covered their ones in the front, similar to what BPS did. So that means 2-2. Yet it is, while it is a tie, it is not a tiebreaker. The games might be decided on the following map, as 2 more wins are still needed for either of the teams. Faust will be the deciding, or could be the deciding map, therefore. Unless both of these teams win once each, then we would still have 1 more map afterwards. Lineups not changing significantly. Aqua not playing any mouse this time. By the way, earlier I was criticizing the choice of the mouse. Here it worked out greatly as a sponge absorbing the damage. And the team of BPS is playing 1 Felicia 116 F3 this time. Not choosing a second Felicia. You can see that they are playing basically only auto reloaders, but still there are some smaller differences between tank like Kran, Felicia 116 F3. 116 F3 being a bit more troll in the open, having some extra mobility, but having low DPM. Good for taking more aggressive positions, like in this case, the Felicia having a bigger clip, less mobility, less DPM, or also low DPM, but having quite vulnerable armor, yet also good amount of hit points. Can be good for some aggressive moves as well, as long as you don't need mobility. Flat white already got tagged. Kitsune does get tagged. Oh, Ace also lost some hit points already. I did not follow him. Ace going to spot the medium side most likely. And Kitsune doesn't do all too well here. The Felicia, as mentioned, doesn't have fully reliable armor. It can be a bit problematic. He got shot into the side twice. Was there another shot into the cupola? It's a bit tricky to see with this camouflage. Aqua having the light up there, outspotting any heavy tanks. Just keeping up the spots of Kitsune. At the same time, Aqua also moved over to the A side again. They are slowly relocating. Still, they are not committing because they want to see the enemies move into the open before they are doing something. Now they notice, okay, there's a relocation. BPS is going back into their spawn. So Aqua wants to quickly take control of the corner and take A at the same time, potentially. Gaining them the cap lead for free. Very important with this move that Zerd has some backup from behind. If anyone is there trying to defend base A, that hurts. That's the goal. Base A cannot be defended right now. So Ace and Dershing are falling back. At the same time, we do see a counterplay by BPS, of course, as they are having to give up on base A. They want to go in on the heavy side. And it looks like Aqua Void was not having a lot of backup. Big Void behind him, you might say. Cora, Nikki, Ventium going in with their clips. Wildburger is there to support, but that won't hurt. Not like the clip of a Kranwagen does. The light tank still not getting spotted, funnily. It might be possible for BPS to also take base D now, if they have the time for that even. That's another question. Ventium finally finding Wildburger, putting out 2 shots, maybe 3. Nope, missing one. Base D is getting capped. Base B is also getting recapped by Aqua. Still cap lead to the team of BPS. Also gun advantage to BPS. But Sneer is very exposed in the middle. Might not be too good for him. He can still move into B. Even if he doesn't get to kill the Kran, at least he can stop base B. Puts out 1 shot before dying. At least something better than nothing, and Protek is quite low on hit points, so good to focus him instead of just remaining in position and waiting for someone else. And BPS again relocating back, trying to push out Flexorcist and Zerd, but Dershing not looking too good there. And Flexorcist is also reloading, so Dershing probably is fine. HE to the back, getting the kill. BPS going back and forth, doing good here. BPS having 1 more tank on the fight. Nope. Guns even again. Hit point advantage to Aqua. Cap point advantage to Aqua now. Base D got recapped. So BPS only has 1 little cap against 3. And that's going to change the situation quite quickly. Look at the caps going up. 1k points now suddenly for Aqua. 3 caps to 1 is... Oh, that is hard to come back from. BPS really with some good moves. Going back and forth by Aqua in the end. Still caught them. Still got the cap lead. And got some better positions for them. Wasn't really that much about the hit points or kills that much, but just taking the better positions in the end and flying for the caps. It's quite tricky to have 2 things in mind at the same time. For one, going for kills, and secondly, going for the caps at the same time. It can be very tricky, and often in a tournament situation like this, you have to decide what to do. And it is tricky to decide on what is actually more important to win the game. But in the best case, you manage to somehow magically do both simultaneously. And that usually is what makes a team win in the end. 2-3. BPS now with a disadvantage. Tiebreaker for Aqua. They are only one win away from winning this and making it into the top 8 immediately. Something else to keep in mind though is that if Aqua wins, they are out of this qualifying tournament, and we still have 2 more qualifying tournaments, right? So BPS will have to face one less pro team, like pro as Aqua, in the remaining tournaments, and they are more likely to get their entry into the top 8 anyways. Still, they have to play more. If that's the case, they have to expose more strategies, and they would rather not. Maybe the last game now. Felice, Kranz on the setup, of course, and an RHM on setup BPS. On the other side, we do have more Kranz and an RHM. 6 Kranz against 5 Kranz. The light tank spotting. Nice camera work here. Light tank going in on that decap in a sneaky position, knowing that he will not get spotted there. He is moving out and avoiding any decapping shots. Cap lead to BPS thanks to the light tank moving into the cap there. Cora already took a bit of a beating. Just a clap to the cheeks basically. Can fall back, can hold the situation, can hold the position. Isn't really at risk. On the other side there's Flat White, who received equal punishment. And it is now BPS collecting their forces on A. They currently do have a gun advantage over here. 3 Kranz against 2. Still, they are not having full information and they are not really willing to go in. Not yet, at least. They may want to take base A, I think. But also, Aqua isn't sleeping. They are having sneaky shots. Like, look at this. Zerd having shots through this tiny little gap. Kitsune now moving into the back of the Kranz here. Those Kranz are in focus. Having the Felice behind, having the Kranz to the front. Look at that. Kitsune being there, but also Kitsune is getting pushed onto by Flat White from behind. But still, if Kitsune dies, that is fine, because here the BPS team can potentially take out 2 Kranz, or maybe even more. Yeah, they are deciding to just simply fall back for a moment, reload their clips before going in again. Kitsune going down. Flat White basically remaining unharmed. Over here we've got Ice in a fight against Zerd. He did do some nice damage over there as well. Zerd not looking that healthy. Gun advantage to Aqua at the moment, but that might change very quickly. BPS though, having also 3k hit points less, roundabout, even more than that. So BPS, they have some strong positions, but they are down on hit points, they are down on tanks as well. And their push here wasn't all that successful, thanks to the backup of the hills in the front by Aqua Void and Pyrotic. Yeah, BPS is not able to push forwards here anymore. They have to do something else. And now the question is there anything else that they can do? By relocating, like Ace does, but Ace is now getting focused by Wildburger. Ace in trouble. Shooting Wildburger. Can hide in place there. Zerd right beneath, about to steal the 3rd cap. Aqua will get the light tank out. Flat white is coming. Flat white shooting Ace down to one shot. And does not get the kill, does not get the turret around. Oh, Ace is trapped. Ace cannot escape there. 3 versus 6. 2 or 3 one-shots on the field for Aqua as well. But it doesn't look like there was any time, there was any opportunity for BPS to pick up the kills. Nikki coming in. But it's not really possible for them. They pick up 1 kill, but it's 1.1k to 6k hit points. And the points are ticking over as well. 2 one-shots got taken out, but now Nikki will have to take that cap. And look at that. 3 healthy tanks coming in. That looks like Aqua was to win this one. Oh, I don't know if the scores are correct in-game right now. Sneer and Nikki both being one-shots basically. Oh, look at that! Wildburger jumping onto Nikki and killing him by that. And yeah, I'm not sure right now if the scores are on the right side in game. Is it that Aqua just won? Aqua won this game for sure, but was it? Yeah, it was Aqua winning the encounter against BPS, and therefore Aqua is in the top 8. No, really. This time for real. Really good games for Aqua. They seem to be in good form today. They've only shown 2 battles where they were suffering really. That was against Liquid. Otherwise, really nice map control, really good pushes, relocations, etc. But also BPS was in a really nice form. I've got to leave it to Aqua to say Aqua played better from what I've seen here on these few games. Aqua seemed to be a bit more reliable, but just a tad, not much. Not impossible for BPS to still win this, but BPS is also a strong contender this season. I like what they've shown us today. And we will see them again quite soon, as the next tournament, or the next qualifying tournament, will of course happen in not too much time. Let me also see real quick. Wait, the next one, when is it? You can see it on the information of this stream. Do I have that somewhere open? I guess yes. By the way, guys, we still got a lot of people watching right now before everyone's leaving. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, smack the like button, subscribe to the channel, either on YouTube or Twitch. I'll be happy to see you back here. If you don't know me, I'm having a huge amount of games. I usually play random streams, good level, relaxed streams. Sometimes also very tryhardy streams. And yeah, doing a tournament commentary this season again, as I have been doing for the past years. Although I was skipping the very last season for once. But this time I'm back. Let me see real quick. I put the dates for the next tournament into the stream description. I have to check over there. So the next stream will be on the 18th, so in 5 days. And then on the 23rd will be the last stream. Each PYS tournament has only has 3 days of tournament, and each last day will be streamed. Just so, yeah, because the earlier qualifiers are not that interesting. A lot of bad teams against good ones, and that's just not that exciting to watch. Okay, so what I want to do now is also check the other results, so see if we have any. B-Love won against Excellence. Bit of a surprise there. That means that B-Love is also in the top 8 already. Keep in mind that B-Love has been in the top 8 many times. They have won one season. It was a couple of years ago again already. And they didn't really manage to get to the top 4 anymore. They were struggling a bit. Suddenly, they are in the top 8 on the first qualifier. Alright. Nice. Guys, I'll still play a couple of random games, but not too many, because I've already been streaming for 3 hours. And then I'll go off and have a good night. But yeah, if you still want to stick around for a bit, please do so. Okay, let's make that larger. What should I play? No, I'll just go for CS again. Okay. Just checking messages. I got pinged a couple of times. I needed to see if there was anything important. Yeah, earlier today someone was writing that the stream was not over, or the games were not over yet, when I was falsely announcing the end already. What is that song in the background? That's kind of annoying. Oopsie. Oh, shit. What the heck is... what the heck is this T-57 doing? Nice. But I will have to escape this. This is not healthy if I stay. I am not playing a tank capable of holding. Ouch. Okay. Well, 875. Somebody shoot him, please. He's completely exposed. Now don't tell me no one's shooting him. Okay, great, I'm dead. And they just all falling back. T-57 blocking BZ-75. And BZ-75 shooting the dead tank. Okay, great. What the heck am I seeing here? Oh my gosh. GG. Oh man, enemies played so badly. But getting that aggressive and still we didn't really take any advantage from that. Thank you, Megalion. Also, hi, Yasin. Okay. We need a Malinovka. Oh, I'm playing Encounter right now. Usually I prefer playing Supremacy. But, okay. Not like it wasn't possible to play this. Nice, he's getting pressured. I don't know if I can AHG the side there. Maybe, maybe not. Vika's going to spot him again. That's already gone. I think as soon as I'm unspotted, I want to move forwards. But going in from the left side, because there will be enemy heavies flanking out on the right. Very nice. Let's keep him in place. You're not like that. Please, with damage. Good. Oh, 7 kills incoming. I only need 4 more. Please. Unlikely. I'm a wreck. No. No. Oh man, I almost had him. Can I have my speed boost back, please? 3 more seconds. Okay. And, oh no. Man, I felt like I was so aggressive and yet no way of getting more damage in. Yeah, obviously we lost this one. Gosh. Maybe he was completely blind. I don't know. Okay. Okay, what I'm going to do is just get some map control on C. Generally quite a bit safer than going for B on this spawn. Because you cannot really move over that easily. Also, I'm not having much gun depression, so I'm quite useless there anyways. No. Any spots possible? No. Let's try some blind shot into the bush. Waffen F1. Okay. They still have a gorilla. I mean, second TD is a gorilla that might be camping in the bush over there. Not that unlikely. How about I just go in? But not straight to the enemy spawn, because I really don't know what's there, so let me move in over here. Teammates can take care of the Sheridan while I'll just go focus TP. And that's Krilla as well, so no one in the enemy spawn it seems. Nice farming. Of course, I knew it. I knew it. Oh, what do we have there? He's blind shooting me. I'm not spotted. Nice. Perfect. He should not have turned around like that. Nah, come on, come on, come on. Great. So the question is, where's the last one? Is he also around A? Or is he AFK in spawn? I really don't know. Where's he? My teammates seem to also not know more. Or does he have to be? No, he's capping. No, don't cap. Probably, yeah. Nice farming incoming. Although, points... Yeah, okay, he's dead anyways. Oh, nice. Isupern. Hello, my name is Igor. I have every tier X tank research, but there are more than 10 tier X tank I have not bought yet. Will I have to grind them and not be reforged again? No, you should not lose any progress. Absolutely not. It wouldn't really make much sense for wargaming to take away something that we already have. So don't be afraid. Also, hi Nico, I've seen you earlier. I still need to reply to your message. If you're even still here. We'll do so. Let's see if we can punish someone. Nice. I will just completely get unspotted. Okay, cover. Enemies already have 2 one-shot heavy tanks. Ouch. But that's fine. One disflanked by that move, basically. There we go. No. Peek again, please. Wait, there's only 183 being full life still? I think he just shot. Problem is, he's dead in no time. No low roll, please. Thank you. Nice. Good. 7-0. Also here the third mark is quite close. Let's check the enemy mediums. They have 30B and Sheridan, both being very fast. So there's a good chance of them going up for the hill immediately. If I go up, I risk getting shot for a big one by Sheridan. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Shit. I thought the Sheridan already shot. Man, so many already shooting. Oh my gosh. Ah. Okay, you've not seen that. No one has seen that. Thanks for the follow. Welcome. Oh man. And then when I'm right so close to the third mark. I thought, you know what? I have my special speed boost. I'll be there and up quite quickly. F. Okay. Game going to start? I've had it quite a few times lately, that the game took a long time to load like that. Even in Platoon, I was thinking it was crashing, but nope. Okay, let's go up here. Trying to shoot the track there. No? How you like this? The next one. No! What the hell? Ah, he shoots me again. Not sure I can spot him. Apparently not. Oh, wait. There was a BZ to the side, not a Kranwagen. Oh, no. Oh, let's run. Jetto did run earlier than me. He was actually smart. But he did run to the wrong direction. I think he's not going to survive this. Anyone camping here still? I think what I'm going to do now is just sit back. I don't have hit points. And we might actually throw away the game quite easily. Hi, Daniel. Okay, nice. I hope I have some more shots. Nope, not a connection. Ah, close miss. Let's just go for heat. The upper plate is quite hard to penetrate, or impossible to penetrate basically, with AP. So with heat it's a pretty safe penetration. Oh. Email not coming yet. Maybe I can shoot the crown here. Will be spotted most likely though. Jitter. I was not sure whether he could remain unspotted. Do I dare to get more aggressive? I think I want to do something here, otherwise I'm not getting any damage in. Come on, good. Nice. This tank actually is a lot of fun. Will be dead though? No, no. KPZ is pretty good at the moment. With that DPM that it has, it's great. Yeah, last one was a defeat. It didn't happen. Let's turn off encounter again. And just stick to it. Let's go for another one. Oh, no, you know what? I want a faster tank as we are getting closer to the end of the stream. Let's go for Batchet. I think the third time I played Ace of Spades today. Coming over and over again. I could spot the center. Let's go for that. Oh. That was reading chat. Did they actually change the way you can spot here? Anything different about it? Progetto, you might be in big trouble. I will try to put out one clip, as the Rhino is likely getting to the back of the Progetto. Oh, I'm on the 3 gun. Ah, I'm on the wrong gun. I'm used to playing the other gun. But hey, that's fine. Not like it was putting me at a big disadvantage. Come on, Effie. Nice. Yeah, my blind shot onto the projector apparently did not connect, otherwise I would have seen that on a damage tracker. But I might decide to stay here. I can keep the Rhino spotted and also maybe get some more information. Because I can outspot the others. Nice. Great job by the FV as well. I think what I'm going to do is just reload and re-push the medium side. I assume that I can outspot the Progetto. And I might still be able to crossfire the 2-6 side. There we go. Nice. Although I would have liked some damage as well. Great. And it was actually perfect. Full clip in the end still. Well, the big gun also feels good, but I somehow prefer the small gun. It's somehow more fun. So let's swap over again. My my browser page for the music just crashed. You know what? Let's do something else and just go a bit further to the side. Maybe I can crossfire over here still. Just like that. Perfect. Reload. I might go in to help the lion, but preferably I would shoot the enemies back, not their front. Also, yep, there's more coming. Nice. Why is he going for me when there's a lion in the corner that's getting focus? Huh? Dude, what the hell? That made no sense. Why? Oh, why was he focusing me? Nah, let's reload. Cannot reach him. Okay. Can I maybe shoot Hori? 1. I want to move away here. No. Come on. Get out. Come on. Do I need to run? I think I'm safe. Just checking the minimap. I have tanks to the left and the right. Good. I could just YOLO the gorilla. If I don't get shot by STP, I'll be fine. Shit. Nice. Interesting game. I like that. Privet. Murati Bikun. But be aware, I don't speak any more Russian apart from that word. Okay. Let's get the music running again. DC better with 3 shells gun? No. Actually, I would say the 4 shell gun is better because it has higher DPM. The 3 shell gun can be played as well though. And in the end, it's a matter of taste. And also, a 3 shell gun is easier to play. Okay, that was bad. Let's actually run away. Sad that I didn't have any gun depression there. I would have loved some shots onto the E50M already. Nope. Come on. Dude, what the hell? And what the hell is the 60TP doing? He's just YOLOing in. All on his own. Can we push over here though? Because I think we can. Let's reload. I would need 5 seconds to reach him anyway, so by then he's probably dead. Maybe I would have a last shot, but yeah. Better to have a clip ready again. Okay, so we did get a gun advantage. This freaking lucky E50M is crazy. There we go. Finally some shots into him. Oh, but look at that. 704 going in. No way he still got me. Oh, that was totally unnecessary. I mean, my teammate had him anyways. Me just being greedy for the damage. I've gotta say, I don't know what the alpha is of the Kanonenjagdpanzer. Okay. Looks like KPZ is going to die to the E50M. And I might die over here. Of course, 268 failed an HE. Man, if he just shot AP, I would have been able to kill him. Come on, HE. HE kill. What the hell is E50M doing? Just shoot HE. What? As if you cannot see him. Okay, good. We still don't have caps though. Okay, I'm going to keep watching this because this is interesting now. Come on, go. Go, go, go. You cannot just stay. Go. He could just go into the B cap, wait for the enemy to come. It's still a gamble, but he would gain an advantage. Look at him chasing him now. Please go take B. Take B. And he should pre-aim on the left side because the Sheridan is likely going for C. Would make sense. No, actually not. Okay. And now it gets to be interesting. 268 could have also been a one-shot earlier already. Oh, this is not good. Now he's very exposed. Oh my. Okay. Points, please. Please. Okay, I got the 1k. Okay. But oh, was I wrong about the 268 shooting HE? I wanna see real quick. I don't know if I was. I don't know. Skipped too far already. Anyways. Guys, I'll go for last game. Last to win. Nice map. Team splitting up quite a bit. But I'm pretty bad on the medium side. I would rather get some map control over here. Make use of my spots in view range. Okay. Come on. Oh, track only. But okay. So far, so good. Nice. Murad was already complaining about us going for the A side, but I think it's a good idea. Okay. At least one shot, 227 damage. And we're making good progress. Just look at this. Just look at it. No. Let's reload and then circle VK. If I can. Yep, no problem. Okay, Jag. Let's try to track him. But actually, That's not enough. Whew. I was really not so sure I would survive this. So which gun did you have? Anyways, I'm a one-shot either case. The reason I was asking was basically, or wondering, was more or less about the intra-clip reload time. Oh, nice. Looks like I hit one blind shot as well, judging by the damage tracker. Okay, high penalty. Penalty. And back to the 99% on the mark. Good. Or he is not happy about us going not for the medium side. I can understand. I've been at 60% once as well and thought you always had to go for the medium side. But there's a lot more to the maps. Alright. Everyone, hope you enjoyed so far. People are also starting to drop out, I see. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. Have a good one. Yeah. Have a good night. Have a good one. I'll see you back soon. Good luck on the battlefield. Goodbye.